This is not about the house. It's about what it is you want to do with your current situation, or in some cases, with your lives. You do not sell a property for fun. I find that people just want to move on with some aspect of their journey, and sometimes to do that, we need to sell our property. Let me show you first how pricing works. Then you'll be able to figure out a whole lot of what you need to do in terms of the market you're in and the objective that you've set yourself. In a moment, we're going to talk about finding the estimated market value of your home. But before we do this, it's important you know that once we find that value, there's what I call a reaction zone that sits just right above it. This reaction zone is normally, and I mean in any of the dozens of cities that I've worked in around the world, no more than 5%, and in a lot of cases closer to 3% above that estimated market value, as we call it. Take a look at this. Here's a list of sales that I could get in any real estate office I cared to visit. It has 3 columns on it. One is the listing price when the home was actually finally listed and sold. So not the initial asking price, the one it was listed at when somebody came along and bought it. And have a look at the difference between that and the sales price. What happens here is this takes us further and further away from the reaction zone we know that's operating here. If you take us too far up this price column, then what kicks in is time. You will find that, nice house or not, even with all those wonderful alterations you made, simply nothing happens. Time kicks in, you simply stay on the market, you get less and less through because you're just waiting for new buyers to come along, and the agent has to figure out how to get you to reality. Interest in a property that has been for sale for months and months wanes, and you end up just chipping and chipping away. The market just doesn't care about your emotions. I'm sorry, they don't care about your divorce or the fact that you want to build a big, new, beautiful house. What we do is we make comparisons. If the house that sold last week had 2 garages, and yours is the same but only has 1 garage, we deduct for that. If your house is the same but has great views of the ocean, then we add something on for that. You must be aware here of adding on for invisible costs.